Hi guys, I'm going to talk to you a little bit today from my kitchen about getting your kids to eat more fruits and vegetables. My kids, they're pretty much all grown now. My last two are now in college and my other two are adults. So how I got them to eat vegetables growing up as kids was I focused on not necessarily giving them a choice, but listening to them as they tell me what they like and didn't like about the vegetables or the fruits I gave them. So when your kids are young, you don't want to have them control you. You want to, one, listen to them, but at the same time, remind them that you're the parent that's going to guide them to make the right choices in eating healthy. Okay, I think a lot of us as new parents tend to not understand that concept because, we didn't have that parenting handbook growing up. But I can tell you, you can have healthy, amazing kids if you take control of your children's eating habits. Okay, so for me, when I would introduce fruits and vegetables to my children, whether it was in, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, I would find ways to do them in different ways. So if I was doing spinach for my kids, they ate spinach growing up as a breakfast. So whether it was in an omelet or whether it was cooking, steaming fresh spinach with salted codfish and roti, a Jamaican or Indian breakfast, I would give it to them that way. And I made the food flavorful enough that they would enjoy it and train their taste buds at a young age to really enjoy eating those fruits and vegetables. I stayed away from processed food. I'm going to tell you, as parents, the best thing you could do for your kids is stay away from the processed food. Forget about the canned spaghettis, the bottled or boxed spaghettis or macaroni and cheese. I know you think it's going to be easy and quick for you to make it, but in the long run, it's going to affect your kids' health. Make stuff from scratch, all right? Summer months, I love doing salads and salsas and fresh fruits and grilled corn on the cob and just different things to just get your kids to enjoy eating those fruits and vegetables. All right. Try to, when your kids tell you, no, I don't want to eat it, instead of saying, okay, say to them, you know what? I want you to try a couple of bites. And when you finish taking those bites, I want you to tell me if you like it. And if they say, okay, I don't like this about it, just kind of listen to them. Because when they tell you why they don't like something, sometimes it's about texture. Maybe the next time you want to introduce that same vegetable or fruit to them, introduce it in a different way. And I'll give you a perfect example. My son, Marcus, he's one of my best eaters. So growing up as a kid, he did not like freshly sliced tomatoes. And so every time I would give him a salad, he would pick out the tomatoes. And I would go, Mark, I really need you to eat these tomatoes. And he's like, Mom, I don't like them. So what I did was one day I made a big bowl of salsa and he gobbled it down. So I said to him, I said, Marcus, remember that time when you told me you didn't like tomatoes? It's not that you don't like tomatoes. What you don't like is you don't like plain tomatoes. And he was like, oh, I said, because you know what? You eat salsa, you eat spaghetti sauce, you put ketchup on your food. So you do like tomatoes. It's just you don't like it plain. So what we did was the next time I gave him a bowl of salad with tomatoes, I drizzled olive oil on it, sprinkled a little black pepper, a little bit of salt, and he ate it. So I was able to get him to understand, one, him telling me he didn't like tomatoes wasn't really it. It was the fact that he didn't like plain old tomatoes. My daughter, she didn't like watermelon. I was like, who couldn't like watermelon? She did not want to eat watermelon for anything. But what I did was, because I wanted her to have different fruits in the summertime, and enjoy, at least understand, how delicious watermelon could be. What I did was I ended up making watermelon juice for her. And turns out she does like watermelon. She just likes it in a juice form versus eating freshly sliced watermelon. So again, take these tips that I'm giving you, and I hope they can help you with your little ones as you go along the way. Just introduce the fruits and vegetables to them, get them to try it more than once over a course of a couple of months. Chop them up in small, tiny pieces, infuse them into something else that they like. So if your kids like macaroni and cheese and you're gonna make that from scratch for them, add some add some vegetables in it that the kids like broccoli, or maybe not like broccoli. My nephew, when he was younger, he didn't like broccoli, but place it in there and you'll find that your kids will end up liking these fruits and vegetables. I had a mom, she told me she could never get her daughter to eat mushrooms. And when we did a cooking class, I showed them how to make actually it was fried rice, and we ended up using mushrooms. And the mom was like, how did you get my daughter to eat mushrooms? She does not like mushrooms. And I go, well, how do you make them at home? And she said, well, we would slice them up, saute them, and serve it to the kids. And I was like, well, she likes her mushrooms a little bit more with flavor, and we infused it with rice and some soy sauce and other Asian seasonings, and she loved it. So again, just find ways to be creative with introducing your kids to fresh fruits and vegetables, and just have fun creating them. If you want some creative ideas, just send me a quick text message or email me and let me know. I'd be more than happy to give you that information. So hopefully, again, that tip was super helpful to you. And the best thing you could do, just stay away from all the processed stuff and just focus on incorporating fresh fruits and vegetables in your children's diet. Have a great day.